The Nike EYBL Scholastic at Eva May Fleet Center on the campus of the Bishop School in La Jolla, California continues on a Saturday evening from the Bishop School. The tournament is presented by Veritas Academy, and guess what? They are on the hardwood now, getting ready to take on one of the storied programs in all of Scholastic basketball, Oak Hill Academy. Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkind, our entire crew on hand for you. And the nightcap of our doubleheader. Jack, these two programs, complete opposite. Oak Hill has been around for a long time. They have built this incredible reputation. They are part of the lore of prep basketball in this great country. Meanwhile, Veritas Academy is a baby trying to make a name for themselves here on the circuit.
And our great hosts here for this tournament in San Diego and in Southern California at Chino Hills, the Titans and the Warriors here tonight. Very fun first game of our little mini tournament with Wasatch and Bella Vista coming down to the wire. It was a 2-point game with 25 seconds left to go, with Wasatch coming out on top by 4. Here, Veritas and Oak Hill.
Our Veritas Academy starters, they are known as the Titans under George Zidane, the longtime head coach who has perused the depths of high school basketball across Southern California. Juan Guerrero Hernandez, Aram Sok Urbano, Ryan Soli, Samuel Mena, and Kofi Asar are the 5 on the floor. Brian Sanchez, Eli Zidane, Charlie Torres, and Victor Avila Sr., the coaching staff for Coach Zidane, the founder of the academy, and a Los Angeles native, a former coach of Earl Watson's AAU program. On the other side, Oak Hill Academy under Yurik Stoneman in his 3rd season, taking over this storied program. Donovan Williams is going to be in the backcourt along with DeMarco Johnson, down low Ethan Mbako, Howard Williams Jr., and DeAndre Lindsay. Oak Hill comes in at 19-8, 3-5 in league. Veritas Academy is 11-7 and 3-6 in league. Both teams trying to finish off the year strong before they hit the penultimate tournament in a couple of weeks.
You mentioned Oak Hill, 147 years of basketball tradition. 147 years. An incredible number of D1 players, of NBA players. 9 national championships, 30 McDonald's All-Americans. An incredible legacy here, and Veritas providing the same kind of service across Southern California.
Veritas, an internationally diverse roster with a lot of raw talent. A very strong front court. They want to make you win in the trenches. That's how you beat this team. If you can out-physical them down low, but they are going to turn everything into a rock fight, and they will try to really frustrate you. Meanwhile, Oak Hill, they're an up-tempo, aggressive style team. They play solid defense. They're physical inside. They have elite guard play with high-level scoring ability. It's a tale of two very different teams taking center stage here on a Saturday night. In the middle, it's Donovan Williams. Now, check that. It is Kofi Asare and DeAndre Lindsay, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. Does have offers from Tennessee and from Georgia Tech. They're trying to check out the basketball, making sure it's to everybody's liking.
Hey, Gray, let's talk to each other. Come on now, let's go.
Jack. And we're ready to go. Oak Hill in the gray with the yellow and red lines down the side. Veritas in the black and reds. Oak Hill starts in possession. They go by the Warriors. Here's Donovan Williams, the Orlando, Florida native. Johnson swings, long 3, and Mbako finds the bottom of the net. The 4-star from Somerset, New Jersey puts Oak Hill on the board first.
Good, smooth shot to start the game off.
Juan Guerrero Hernandez penetrates, swings, left wing, Sok Urbano. And a reset to Ryan Soli from Morocco. Jump stop through defense, no good. High off the glass and a rebound to Lindsay. Donovan Williams, one of the high-touted guards in the league. His pass a little too high over DeAndre Lindsay's head.
Lindsay is the second leading rebounder in the circuit. 8 boards the contest coming into tonight, so an early cleaning of the glass.
Virginia versus California. Veritas Academy makes Chino Hills their home. Out in the Inland Empire, Oak Hill Academy plays at Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. Swing down low, almost intercepted by Lindsay. It was intended for Hernandez Jr.
So that's twice now Lindsay on the defensive end in it. Averages 12 and 8 a contest against second and rebounding.
Veritas has no ESPN nationally ranked talent, but a lot of high-talented international players, including that guy, Aram Soki Urbano from Mexico, splashing in a triple.
Well, the Rosarito product for the early 3 points.
DeMarco Johnson from Orange County.
He shoots 48% beyond the arc. Urbano, very big threat beyond the arc.
And Baco with a step inside. No good. Ball ping-ponged around. Back to Johnson. He's stripped and taken by Urbano. Urbano looking for a second and hitting it. He's 2 for 2, and Veritas leads early.
Oh, man. 48% shooting coming in this game beyond the arc. He's hit his first 2 shots.
And that's in high volume, by the way. It's not like he's only taking 10 shots and making 5 of them.
Right.
And Baco penetrates, swings into the middle. Free throw line jumper from Williams rims out. Rebound to Howard Williams. He's blocked, but a whistle's blown. And a jump ball will go to Veritas Academy.
Asari was in there defensively. Got the block, the 6'9" senior out of Great Britain.
Hernandez Jr. calls Milwaukee, Wisconsin his home. Swings to Solai. And looking for another 3. There's the rare miss from Urbano. Ball trickles out of bounds and comes away to the Warriors.
All right, we'll keep track of it here, but he's 2 out of 3 so far. Hit his first 2 shots. Member of the under-16 national team in Mexico. And the senior, a great sharpshooter.
Johnson to Lindsay. Matched up with Asare. Reset Williams. Swung to Mbako. Into the corner. Lindsay pulling the trigger and hitting. 6-6. DeAndre Lindsay, a multi-level threat on the offensive side. He can get it done around the rim as well as from deep. Solai finds a cutting on Sare, and he gets the friendly roll. Kofi Asare from the United Kingdom, 6'9", 240 pounds. Imagine trying to stop that.
And set up by a great pass to the cutter.
And Baco, his second 3 is in.
We got all kinds of 3s being hit here.
A hot start for both sides. Oak Hill leads by 1. Mena. So Hernandez Jr. and the goaltending. Can't reach up through the hoop and tip it out, despite the somewhat puzzled look by Donovan Williams. Good actor. I wonder how the theater program is at Oak Hill. Maybe they're looking for a lead actor. Quick sub coming in here for Veritas. Mena takes a seat, and that's going to bring in Emma Zubuda from Lithuania. Whistle off the ball. Actually, rather on the perimeter, they're going to tag Ryan Solai. First foul on the game on either side. 10-9 early going. Veritas trailing by 1. Howard Williams finds DeAndre Lindsay. Donovan Williams, a 3-star from Orlando, Florida. DeMarco Johnson now into the corner to Howard Williams. Long 2, too hard. How about the high extension from Lindsay, and the putback no good. But drawing some contact, sending DeAndre Lindsay to the line.
He averages 8 boards a game. He's off to a hot start in the glass in this one. It's led to him creating offense underneath. He also hit a 3, so he spread the court. Here's a guy who's 6'8", 215. Offers from Georgetown, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss, Penn State, SMU, Tennessee, a big list. Good size, been able to shoot the outside shot, and already on both ends of the floor, getting into the rebounding.
23rd ranked power forward in the nation. Brings Oak Hill back up by 1. Aram Soki Urbano leading the charge here for Veritas. Gets it on the swing, penetrates, draws the double kick pass to the corner. Baseline drive for Zabuda. Touch pass in the wing. Soli inside, hangs and hits. Nice try by Ryan Soli. Abako looking for his third three. That went a little flat. Hernandez penetrating. Got swiped from behind by Williams, but it finds the open Zabuda. His three no good. Oak Hill looking to move and move fast, maybe a little too fast. That ball is saved into the hand of Soli. All alone, Zabuda with the dunk. A rare sophomore on the circuit, and he's on the board.
A sophomore from Lithuania, the under-16 national team member. Got an offer from CSUN. Just a youngster out there. Nice fast break dunk.
And there's a steal taken by Urbano. Gunned up to Soli. Back to Urbano. Looking for his third three. In and out it goes. Williams soared for the board. Nice move. Into the middle. Through some contact. Donovan Williams will head to the line for two. But first, a break. A hot start for both teams. 14-11, though. Veritas Academy representing California. Leading by 3 against Oak Hill Academy, representing Virginia. Back in a moment from La Jolla.
No regret. No, I would have no regret. All the things that went wrong for us, I have learned to be
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin with you. Veritas Prep leading by 3 on Oak Hill. And it has been the Titans with their early energy. Nice dunk by Zabuda off the steal, and defense leading to offense on the other side. Williams drawing some contact. He'll be at the line here when play resumes.
Donovan Williams, who's a 4-star recruit, got offers from Illinois, West Virginia, Mercer, South Florida, out of Orlando. And this is all being aggressive and just going right at the basket, making your defender either get out of the way or foul you. And Williams has gone to the free throw line for 2 shots.
7th ranked player out of the state of Florida. Mentioned some of the offers. West Virginia, Illinois up at the top of the list. Always coveted to play in the Big 10 or the Big 12 at this level. And he brings the deficit within 1 now. Aram Urbano's been the high scorer. He has a couple of threes. Flips the ball around the perimeter. Here's a lob. Cut off. Intended for Juan Hernandez Jr. On the other side, Johnson can't get it. And the rebound falls to Zabuda. Leading the charge. Shoe pass Hernandez. Ball batted away. And it'll stay with Veritas Academy.
Well, how about Johnson and Williams getting out? Quick burst. And they weren't rewarded with a made basket, but that's a good look from Oak Hill.
Veritas' first year competing in the EYBL. High honors. They have some notable wins, including College 6, Legacy Early College, and there's a turnover forced by Oak Hill.
Again, it's Williams who is creating on both ends of the floor.
Lindsay on the inbound, hands it off. DeMarco Johnson swings. This is Mbako. Pass down low, turns into 2 free throws coming for DeAndre Lindsay. You're seeing the physicality. That is the style of basketball that we were made aware of. And if you go back and watch all the tape that Veritas Academy brings to the table, already 4 fouls in this quarter, none for Oak Hill.
Well, and Oak Hill's taking advantage because they're bringing the ball to the defense. So they're coming right to the hoop. And guys like Donovan Williams and DeAndre Lindsay are creating that contact and going to the free throw line. So if you know you're going up against a physical team, you're going at them. You're going at them, creating that look.
Shea Batier comes in, relieving DeMarco Johnson. Lindsay hits the second. Warriors back in front for the first time in about 5 minutes.
And Lindsay's got 7 points.
On Guerrero Hernandez swings. This is Damari Davis, the senior from the Bahamas. Urbano being squeezed out. Great defense to force the give up. 12 on the clock now. Urbano gets it back. Right wing to Soli. Kick pass down low, goes out of bounds, and a turnover forced by the Warriors.
And well done defensively. That cut off the passing lane. Davis was trying to get to the basketball in position. Of course, there's no defender there. It's an easy layup. But they shielded him away and kept him from being able to receive the entry pass.
Travis Palaio from Diamond Bar in for his first minutes. Ibaka turned in the corner, lost the handle, and it stays with Oak Hill. Well, they're going to deliberate. Veritas players were insistent that it should be their basketball, but the call will stand. Mbako takes a seat. Howard Williams back into the game, along with Chepate. On the inbounds, the straightaway three is no good. Williams on the board and misses the dunk. And then a foul ensues there between Chepate and Hernandez Jr.
Got on the glass, had an open look, couldn't convert on the dunk, but still cleaning up on a missed three-pointer underneath.
Kofi Asari back into the game with Samuel Menya. That foul, by the way, was the first team foul on Oak Hill. Ram Urbano into the middle, showing off the floater, no good. Asari rips it down, resets it into the corner. Urbano, that's his range. He prefers to take the three over the floater. That's his third triple of the quarter. And a block down low by Asare. Tracked down by Williams. Under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Asare's second block.
Williams uncorking and canning a triple. Hernandez Jr. scurrying up the court. Double comes, gives it up to Menya. And now Emile Zabuda. Menya on the wing. Urbano, limitless range. In and out it goes. We all had faith, though, and then a great heads-up play by Williams to throw it off of Menya to give possession to Oak Hill.
3 of 6, Urbano, to start this game out beyond the arc. He's hit 3 triples, 9 points, leads all scorers in this game. 3 of 6 in just the first quarter.
Still 2% above his season average of 48%.
That's right.
Shot clock is off here for the Warriors. Leading by 1. Johnson on the wing, calling the shots. Now Howard Williams out of Chicago, Illinois. Jump stop, and a swipe from behind by Menya. It stays with Oak Hill. Rather, that was Whitfield Ching Jr. on the block. The junior from the Bahamas making his presence felt early.
Okay, inside, nicely done. And it creates the turnover. Going back the other way.
Shea Bate back into the game for Oak Hill. 12 seconds to go for Veritas. An opportunity to take the lead as the quarter runs out. Hernandez Jr. leading the charge. Quickly gives it to Menya. He has 3. Extra pass into the middle. Asare with time expiring. Can't do much with it. But after one, 18-17, Oak Hill leads by 1. A very lively first quarter, Jack Cronin.
Very fun first 8 minutes of basketball, no doubt. Guys hitting shots, guys running the floor. This has been fun to start this game off here. How about Urbano with 9 points, 3 of 6 shooting. Came in shooting 48%, 50% for this first quarter. Kofi Asari, the senior out of Great Britain, great on the defensive end of the floor. And guys are running for him. Hernandez, Zabuda, Ryan, these guys are running for Veritas. And on the other side, for Oak Hill, 7 points from Lindsay in that first quarter, 5 from Williams, 6 from Abako. So great way of spreading the basketball around. These guys are going up and down the floor. Very fun first quarter.
He's Jack Cronin. I'm Jonathan Rifkin. You are watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic at Eva May Fleet Center here in beautiful La Jolla, California. It's the back end of our matinee here on a Saturday. Game number 1 saw a really close ending. And game number 2, though both these teams are unranked here in the national ESPN rankings, they are both hungry for a victory on the Saturday night. Here's our Chipotle player spotlight, and it is Aram Soki Urbano right on cue. Not ranked by ESPN. He has a couple of offers, Fresno State, Merrimack College.
That's right.
And his Chipotle order, Jack, a burrito bowl, white rice, steak, pinto beans, queso, and cheese.
Very simple. I like it. A lot of these guys nowadays going for the burrito bowl. I like that a lot. That's a veteran move. Well done from Urbano.
Queso and cheese.
Oh, double.
A double whammy.
You get the shredded cheese and then the queso.
And then my other tip is to get an extra side of queso.
Whoa.
You can dip your chips or pour more into your burrito bowl.
See that, man? You are very impressive. I'm learning so many amazing things about you. That's great.
Out of the quarter break, Patei can't hit the 3. Rebound ripped down by Johnson.
Well, you also get the extra tortilla with the burrito bowl.
Of course.
Man, that's awesome.
And on the other side, a double block coming in for Oak Hill. It's going to stay with Veritas.
So you got to get the queso for the chips.
You get correct, and verde salsa.
Oh,
no other
call.
salsa is acceptable. Here's a look at it. Great job by Donovan Williams to get a palm on the rubber. Now I'm hungry for Chipotle. See if we can get through the rest of this one before dinner time. 1 point lead for Oak Hill. Beginning moments of the second quarter. Lob comes in. Asare hands it off. This is Samuel Menya. Hernandez, a floater, gets the roll. They call that the home bounce. Though this gym doesn't belong to either team, but he still gets that courtesy.
Hernandez has a whole slate of offers. Albany, Arkansas State, Bryant, DePaul, Iowa, Milwaukee, Mississippi State, New Mexico State.
Long 3 from Williams, no good. Titans looking to extend their lead. Urbano's pass inside leads to Asare with the hoop and the harm. Not saying sorry for Kofi Asare.
Wow. Best play of the night so far. Fighting through traffic, through contact, through the foul. And Asare at 6'9", 240. Able to get the dunk.
Ryan solely back into the game for Emily Zabuda. And you could feel the energy for Veritas in this game. And it helps to have the physical brand of basketball that they play because teams then get caught inside, and that opens up the perimeter where they've done a lot of their damage.
A good inside-out game so far for Veritas.
Williams takes the screen into the middle, losing his footing, kicking it to Williams. His 3's in and out. Offensive rebound to Lindsay. Third opportunity. Won't fall. Ball batted around and stays with the Warriors.
Good hustle play there to keep possession from Oak Hill. It was Donovan Williams. How about Lindsay again on the glass? The finishes will come. You got to get the opportunities first. He's done a great job.
4-point lead, the largest for either team today. There has not been much separation. Howard Williams to Marco Johnson. A pair of hands in his face, forcing the 15-footer short. Urbano leading the charge. Hernandez corrals the errant ball. Hernandez colliding with his own teammate. Ball is gunned up. Lindsay's alone. He finishes the dunk, and it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, it's a dangerous play for Hernandez there. Could have been a foul, but it's his own player.
And all alone, down low for a moment was Soley. Quick closeout, forcing the miss. Mbako, baseline, and gets hounded on his way up. Ethan Mbako will head to the line for a pair.
This is what Oak Hill did so well at the beginning of the game in that first quarter, was they went right to the hoop. Here are two defenders crashing upon Mabako. And he'll get 2 free throws for his efforts.
27th ranked small forward in the nation. Offers from Quinnipiac and George Washington, West Virginia, Mississippi State, LSU, to name a few.
Yeah, he's a 5-star recruit, and he's got 16 points a game. He's 5th on the circuit in scoring.
Can't tie things up, though, with that free throw.
His brother's in Indiana. Donald's All-American, sophomore in Indiana.
Veritas maintaining a 1-point lead. Sorry, gives it back up to Hernandez Jr. Solely, Urbano, hand in his face. And now he's 3 for 7. Ball batted out. Veritas gets another opportunity. Benya, Urbano with 3. It's short. Bounced around and an over-the-back foul on Kofi Asare. Coming up over DeAndre Lindsay, trying to keep that ball alive. Every time Urbano shoots, though, you think that ball's going in.
I know. Every time. So he's 3 for 8 now in this game. Still 9 points to lead the way. 13. And the foul on the rebounding effort is the second.
Here's DeMarco Johnson. Oh, mishandle here, but Johnson tracks it down from Lindsay. Not a lot of space on the perimeter. Veritas playing some stout defense, forcing a tough shot by Mabako, and a rebound taken by Soley. Feet on the shoulder to Soley, who resets. I don't know if Oak Hill was ready for the energy that Veritas has brought here in the opening quarter and a half. Curling is Hernandez, can't hit the 3. Soaring for the board is Williams, he brings it up. Kicking it to the corner. Donovan Williams. Going to Howard Williams. Faking right, turning the baseline, hand in his face, step back is short, rebound to Urbano. Hernandez wanting another bite at the apple, and that time he gets it to fall. Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr., his first 3 of the game. And Veritas extends their lead by 4.
He's got 7 now total, an impressive first half.
Johnson looking to answer. Nice floater. Hernandez surveying, and a foul was called off the ball. And we'll step aside for a break. 25-23. We got a good one here at Bishop School in La Jolla, California. You are watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic. We'll return from San Diego in a moment.
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
So how would you describe the chicken to someone who had never tasted it?
Literally melt in your mouth tender. We don't have a freezer, you know? It's almost like a farmer's market. When you walk into the restaurant, you should hear the sizzle that you're hearing right now. It sends all those waves up to your mouth.
You're making me hungry.
Back here in gorgeous La Jolla, California, our nightcap between Veritas Academy and Oak Hill Academy. And right now it is the Titans leading the Warriors by 2. A reminder, we got a pair of games tomorrow. Bella Vista and Wasatch played earlier. Wasatch able to eke out a mere 2-possession victory over Bella Vista to tie things with 8 wins and 2 losses at the top of the league to make things even more interesting for tomorrow.
70-66 was that final. It was a 2-point game with 25 seconds left. The Wasatch ended up winning by 4. They had built a big lead early in the game and then held on to win it at the end. That's awesome. And so Wasatch will face Oak Hill tomorrow. Bella Vista plays Veritas tomorrow.
Out of the timeout, DeAndre Lindsay with the steal. And then the feed is kicked away by Samuel Mena. It's going to stay with Oak Hill. Talk about the lore of Oak Hill Academy. I mean, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Rajon Rondo, just to name a few of the many great NBA players who have traversed the hardwood of Mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
30 McDonald's All-Americans, 9 national championships. I mean, they list out all these NBA players and D1 players. It's incredible.
My computer overloaded as there's an and one for Howard Williams heading to the cup. When I was looking up the history, there was so much good stuff, my computer literally could not load the page. That's how impressive Oak Hill and the many years that it has been existing. What is
Williams
done?
getting hooked there and able still to finish with the bucket.
Howard Williams, Chicago, Illinois, just a sophomore, one of the rare underclassmen that you see. Him and Kamario Sherman Jr., who has yet to play in this game for Oak Hill, the 2 sophomores on the roster. Everybody else, juniors and seniors. 25-25. California versus Virginia. Veritas looking for a high-profile victory here today. Kicked up top, the 3 is short from Zabuda, bounced around, corralled by Mabako. Nice move, penetrating, pivoting, turning, shooting, can't hit. Offensive rebound to Betier, and his putback softly falls. And a timeout for Oak Hill with 3 minutes to go, up by 2.
Again, fun game so far. Just a 2-point contest. Now the team has been able to pull away in this one.
Another look at it here.
Mabako's still pretty impressive, even to get a shot away against a great defensive look.
It is interesting when you think about the balance that you have to strike, right? When you are a player in a game like this, there are scouts in the crowd, and you want to obviously showcase your skills as an individual, but you also know that you want to win this game, which means you have to play as a team as well. It's a very difficult and somewhat juxtaposing style of basketball.
That's a great call. I think you just go out there and play to the best of your ability. Doing so will, if you're playing as a team, if you're playing individually, all of those things will be seen. And especially over the course of an entire season, you'll be able to go through everything and be evaluated on both your ability to share the ball and score the ball, your ability to play defense and offense. Like, you'll be able to be evaluated as a whole human being and basketball player. And I think this is a great way to play these national schedules to really prove that you can fully go, games and games and games, weeks and weeks and weeks of a season, because you have to do it at the next level if you want to play, and prepare for the next level of life as well.
This is the closest that you can get to college basketball here in the United States.
I mean, it's just a step below that. And these are guys who dedicated their formative years to the game of basketball.
And as Junior swings, right wing Zabuda. Quick closeout by Williams, forcing him to the deck. Gets it back from Urbano. 13 on the clock. They're searching for Urbano, trying to free him up, but this defense is ready for him. 6 on the clock. Swung up top, Zabuda. Running out of time. Has to float it up, and he's rejected by Williams. Opportunity down low, negated. It's a shot clock violation, and some gorgeous defense by the Warriors.
Really impressive. You mentioned the defense on Urbano. They were throwing 2 guys at him beyond the arc, going right at him, not allowing him to get a shot away or to get the basketball on a handoff or a pass, and then they collapsed the defense on the interior as well.
2-point lead for Oak Hill, looking to extend. They have not led by more than 2 in this game, but a foul was called off the ball. They're going to get Samuel Mena. Oh, check that, Mohamed Bahamad. His first moment of the game turns into a foul. The senior from Morocco.
Remember the under-18 national team in Morocco.
Mabako launching a long 3. Williams with the rebound and the putback. And a quick timeout here by Coach Adon and Veritas Academy. 2:12 to go in the half. Coach Adon, we mentioned 15-plus years of coaching experience as we take another look at the putback here. Nice job to get in position. They say long shots, long rebounds, and Williams was ready. But going back to Coach Adon, he was at Sacred Cantwell Hart Pryor, which is an amazing preparatory high school in the Los Angeles County area. They play in the southern section, but he is really a who's who of coaches. You go anywhere within the greater Southern California area and you bring up Coach Don, they'll likely know who you're talking about.
Well, you mentioned Earl Watson earlier, who's now an assistant coach at the University of San Diego, where you and I were today calling some college basketball. The assistant coach was Steve Lavin for the Toreros, former NBA head coach, player, obviously. Being with Earl Watson in some of these scouting rooms, like the knowledge is just like, it's like seeping out of him. It's so impressive. He has a blend of basketball knowledge and motivation, which is obviously what you need in coaching. Well, this is how, we talk about Coach Don. Earl Watson's among the players that he trained now coming up. Really, I've really enjoyed my time around Coach Watson because it's been a learning experience and also just an ability to be around somebody who knows the game that well.
Out of the timeout, Veritas on the wrong end of a 9-0 run. Rather, an 8-0 run. And on the drive, Juan Hernandez Jr. taking an elbow to the arm.
One more quick point. During the game, the little things that he catches, like if you're a coach or a player or a fan, like the little things that he catches, guys got 3 seconds in the key. Guys, maybe holding or doing something, like the little things that he sees are stuff that people can overlook so easily, and he will find those little advantages.
Late whistle right there as DeMarco Johnson got his hand caught in the cookie jar. And send Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. to the line. But it's such a great point, right? At the end of the day, all of these coaches, they learn from each other as, little chip on the wrist right there. And actually, it's Ryan Soley who's at the line. And for, Zidane, who coached Earl Watson, and now Watson is in the coaching ranks. Like, that is part of Coach Zidano's coaching tree.
Yeah.
And for somebody who's been in this game for almost 20 years, I mean, you show up in a gym somewhere around Southern California, odds are somebody knows Coach Zidane, or they played for Coach Zidane, or they've coached with Coach Zidane. 29-27, under 2 to go here in the half. DeMarco Johnson doing battle with Soley. Good positioning for Williams. Curling is Mabako into the middle, splitting the pair. No, but how about the follow flush? DeAndre Lindsay with an exclamation point to put his team up by 4. 90 seconds to go in the half.
Wow, now both teams have had highlight reel dunks in this first half.
Rebound falling to Williams, leading the charge. Mabako back to Williams, in position. And an offensive foul was called. Great job to set in and take the contact by Ryan Soley. Another look at that dunk.
How about this? It's a follow-up out of nowhere. Boom! And right back on the other end of the floor, taking the charge.
Oak Hill leading by 4. Aaron Toss looking to chip away here. Soley to Menya. Looking for a 3. It's short. Rebound falls to Mabako. And his pass taken away. And the flush to follow for Kofi Asare.
All set up by Hernandez, getting in there and batting that ball free.
Mabako with an answer. Boy, we have had lightning strikes on both ends here in the latter part of this half. And then a whistle is called after the TA gets tied up with Urbano. So Bite is going to get called for his first foul. So back to the line comes Urbano. Thinking about the queso and the cheese that waits for him after this game on his Chipotle burrito bowl.
It's 10 points now, double figures of the big three-pointers, 3 of 8 so far in this first half.
Damari Davis coming in. Kofi Asare will take his seat. Donovan Williams re-enters for the Warriors. The TA takes a seat. Urbano with an opportunity to make it a one-possession game, and this, in essence, is a 2-for-1 for Veritas Academy as well. There's going to be about a 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock for Oak Hill. they move quickly, they can make it a 2-for-1, but at this point, you're looking for the highest quality shot. Johnson. How about beating everybody to the hoop, but it's too hard off the glass. The fingertips of DeAndre Lindsay putting it out of bounds. And it comes off to Veritas. There's about a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They really should reset the shot clock to 30.
They are.
So virtually no difference. Hernandez Jr. crossing the timeline. Solely. Urbano now. Hernandez, baseline. Brought back out after Batier forces him out. Urbano, 10 seconds to go in the half. Gets it back. Looking for space. Ball into the corner. Hernandez Jr. stepped out of bounds with 1.5 to go. Oak Hill gets it back.
Great defensive look, playing for the entire 30 seconds.
And re-entering is Donovan Williams.
It's getting out on Urbano and staying home on the post. Players like Hernandez driving on the baseline.
Inbound taken by Hernandez. A half-court heave, a little too hard. 34-31, though. Oak Hill Academy leads Veritas Academy. And I will tell you, Jack, I know that the separation at one point was 6 points, but it really felt like it was always much closer throughout the entirety of the first 16 minutes.
Great point. In fact, I'm surprised to hear you say it was 6 points. Am I right? I mean, it's so close. I feel like this game has always been a 2-point contest. Maybe it's one, maybe it's the other side. Always been within 2 points is what it feels like for that first half. Everybody had an answer. One team has an and one. The other team comes back down the floor, hits a big three. Everybody's got an answer, and both rosters are playing well, top to bottom. It's been a really fun first 16 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing some continuity, right?
Yeah.
We're seeing the big guys, Kofi Asare down low.
Yeah.
And we're seeing Howard Williams down low, but then you're also seeing the perimeter games of Donovan Williams and of Aram Soki Urbano. Yeah. This has been a game of continuity, if you will, for both sides. Inside-out basketball, and you mentioned some very good defense as well, right? Everybody wants to score the basketball, but if you can prove that you can stop bona fide scorers, then you're held in just as high of a regard as we get some stats for you here. Pretty even, though, across the board. 18 to 17 in the first quarter in terms of points for Oak Hill Academy. 16 to 14 in the second quarter in terms of points for Oak Hill Academy. But, again, good distribution across the board for the Warriors. But we've seen a deeper bench for Veritas in play in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, the rebounding, +6 for Oak Hill. The turnovers are even. Both sides making 11 shots in that first half. The difference being there were 2 more free throws and 1 more three-pointer for Oak Hill, but both sides made 11 shots. Both teams shooting in the 30s in terms of percentage. Oak Hill's +6 in rebounding, but the turnovers are even in that first half. 11 points for DeAndre Lindsay, 10 points for Ethan Mbako, and then on the other side, 11 for Veritas for Urbano, who had the big 3 threes. He was 3 of 8 shooting beyond the arc, and he added a couple of free throws.
Both teams with 3 blocks, 2 blocks for Kofi Asare, also punctuated by those 2 huge dunks that he had. I mean, you're talking about 2 teams really providing the entire spectrum of high-quality basketball athletes on their respective sides.
Really fun first half. It's been a pleasure to watch it because these guys are coming to play, having a great time.
We're going to step aside here at halftime. You're watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Eva May Fleet Center on the campus of the Bishop School in La Jolla, California. At the half, it's the team from Virginia, Oak Hill Academy, leading the California team in the host school, Veritas Academy, 34-31.
can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. Annie up. I take on anyone. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer. Ayy, lot of heart, been smart. Aura got a glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine. Don't you get it confused? I'ma win again. Yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. Annie up. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad up. I got that dog in me. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up? They don't get it. I'm different. I'm the type to break through the door, tear down the wall, start up a war. They don't get it. They don't get it. It ain't clear. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. Annie up. I take on anyone. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up?
Halftime coming to a close. You're watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Eva May Fleet Center on the gorgeous campus of the Bishop School, home of the Knights normally, in La Jolla, California, just on the tip of the central northern San Diego border. Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin, our entire crew on hand in the back end of our doubleheader here. Oak Hill and Veritas Academy, California versus Virginia. And Jack, Veritas led for much of the first half, but the late half surge came from Oak Hill.
And again, this was fun. No team really got out ahead, ran away with it, dominated the first half. It was good, fun basketball up and down the floor. Very impressive performance from both teams in the first half.
It was a small lineup, only 6 players played for Oak Hill, a short lineup, if you will. Sheik Bitier is the only player to come off the bench for the Warriors. On the other side, Veritas really went through the depths and tried to give as many players minutes as possible, but Juan Guerrero Hernandez and Aram Soki Urbano both did not leave the floor in the first half.
Yeah, scoring 7 and 11 points respectively. Kofi Asari adding 7, 4 from Sole, and then 2 from Zabuda.
Out of the halftime break, Veritas Academy in possession, trailing by 3. This is Juan Hernandez Jr. Into the corner, gets it back. He has 18 on the shot clock and controlling things on the perimeter. Baseline. Takes the contact and will head to the line. I think Donovan Williams may have just wrapped him up a little bit on the forearm.
Quick 17 seconds into the second half foul. Yep, and right there on the leap. So got him on the left, on the right arm. And so go to the free throw line.
Previously attended Grafton High School out in Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin native. Played on the Wisconsin Playground Under Armour AAU team. Albany, Arkansas State, Bryant, Iowa, Milwaukee, Mississippi State, New Mexico State, DePaul, Iowa, all offering. But his interests are Marquette and Wisconsin, who have shown interest in him, just have yet to offer.
Yeah, good hometown products as well.
Offensive rebound keeps it with Veritas, trailing by 2. Here he is now, being greeted at the rim by Howard Williams. Good defense by the Warriors, trying to transition into offense. Here's Williams now. So good on the turnaround, 5-footer, rebound falls to the Titans. Leading the charge, Hernandez Jr., rather that's Soli, who can't flip it up off glass.
Another good block by Asari last time down.
Baco gets backed out and gives it up to DeMarco Johnson, the Orange County native. Just up the 5 freeway. If you hit traffic, you can take the 73.
It's in the city of Orange as well.
Here's the 3 that's short. Good closeout by Hernandez Jr. to force the miss. Veritas can tie or take the lead. Urbano hands it off. Taken away by Mbako. Gunned up to Johnson. Shaking the rim.
Outstanding finish, but how about the pass from Mbako to start that one off? Spun and immediately fired it to his streaking outlet pass. That's awesome.
Mbako with his second assist. Soli steps back, long 2, clanks off both the backboard and the iron. Mbako rips it down, fires it up. And it's a turnover.
Well, that was a little far, but a nice idea.
If there was no wall there, it would have ended up in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, hey, we are that close here in La Jolla. We're lucky.
Back into the game, Travis Paleo. Ryan Soli going to take a seat. (36-32) early going here, first half. Both teams with an early call time tomorrow. Game number 1 of day number 2 gets going at 10:30 here on the Pacific Coast. Marco Johnson, rather Juan Hernandez, my mistake. Swings to Palau, hands it off Urbano. This is a long 2, clanking off the heel. Ball falls to Williams. Howard Williams, kicking it to nobody in particular. And another Oak Hill turnover, their second consecutive.
Trying to find Lindsay on the play. Lindsay had taken a step forward and went a step to his right instead.
Oak Hill accumulating a pair of turnovers here in the opening 2.5 minutes. Bono had 11 first half points. Travis Paleo penetrating on the shoulder, looking for the call. No whistle. Johnson with the board. DeMarco Johnson looking to go coast to coast. Nice feed down low. Finished by DeAndre Lindsay.
Chef's kiss underneath there. Just brilliant. The head of steam and then the ability to just lay it off to a wide open teammate for an easy bucket. Brilliant play.
Leo searching for some help. Finds Hernandez Jr. 6 on the clock for him. Gets bumped, no call, hand in his face, late whistle. That's going to send Juan Guerrero Hernandez to the line for a pair. Ethan Mbako with his second foul. And the second team foul here for Oak Hill.
It was a battle for this one, and there was the late contact from Mbako.
So back to the line comes Hernandez Jr. First season in the EYBL for this academy team. And what an honor for Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. to be the first true point guard to start for this program. And what a job he has done all season long. Splits the difference. Oak Hill leads by 5. Baseline for Johnson, swinging to Lindsay, whirling, twirling, and finding the bottom of the net.
Well, not an easy play. Lindsay, there are hands all over the place. Guys in the passing lane trying to rip the ball away, and he's still able to get it for the bucket.
And the jump ball will bring it back here to Oak Hill.
But again, for Lindsay, you got to be strong on that play. It's not a clean pass, and he's able to get the layup.
Another look at the ensuing play. Great hustle by Mbako to wrap it up.
Good early whistle from the officials, too, to recognize the jump ball. Get in there.
By the way, something that was not on Mbako's scouting report is how good he is at wiping perspiration off the court.
See that? Team player. That's awesome.
Team player and highly multifaceted.
Gotta get these games winding here. Let's go. This is great. Everybody's pitching in.
Earlier today, Bella Vista and Wasatch Academy duked it out on the hardwood. Wasatch won by 4 in a game that allowed the top of the league to break wide open. Montverde tied now at the top with Bella Vista Prep and Wasatch Academy. Tomorrow's games could really help decide a lot, because if Wasatch wins and Bella Vista loses, then Wasatch owns the top spot, or vice versa.
That's right.
And if they both lose, then it goes to Montverde, at least for now. At the free throw line, Howard Williams can't hit. Ball batted back to him at the free throw line. Williams pivoting back out all alone. A 3 for Johnson is no good. Williams with a third opportunity, though. The persistence from Howard. Johnson to Williams, penetrating through a quadrant of bodies. Rebound falling to Lindsay. Now DeMarco Johnson fading and hitting. 9-point lead for Oak Hill, the largest of the game.
Good things will happen when we get on the offensive glass, especially if we get 3 or 4 chances. Just amazing work in rebounding from Oak Hill.
Ryan Soley into the middle. Pivoting. How about the move by Soley to free up space?
Oh, against 3 defenders. Nifty.
Somebody's been taking salsa lessons.
Yes.
Mbako, baseline. Well above his intended target. DeMarco Johnson and out of bounds. We will step aside. 42-35. Veritas Academy trailing Oak Hill Academy. But the Titans in possession. When we return, you're watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic from Bishop School in La Jolla. Back in a moment.
Sure, I was the first pick, the rookie to watch, and the back-to-back All-Star. But to get even better, I had to get real with myself. I got real about how I showed up. I got real about how I trained. I got real about what I ate. The results, something about this season, man, it just feels different.
Back inside the Bishop School, home of the Knights, fielding some CIF high school basketball games earlier today, and now playing host to 4 very good Scholastic basketball programs. Veritas Academy hosting this fantastic tournament. Currently trailing Oak Hill, though, by 7, Jack Cronin.
42-35. Oak Hill has done it on both ends of the floor. Guys like Lindsay and Mabako who are getting on the glass. I mean, the last possession, they had 4 chances. Howard Williams is on the glass 3 times. You're not going to lose too many games when you are that good on the offensive glass.
Out of the timeout, it is Veritas in possession. Looking to chip away here. Whitfield Ching Jr. into the game. Swings to Hernandez Jr. Now Soley. Back to Whitfield. Guerrero. Urbano, he has 7. Great defense by the Warriors. Urbano searching for space, launching, fading, hitting. My goodness, his first 3 of the half, and it comes in style.
Wow, he's got 14 points, 4 of 9 beyond the arc.
I mean, you want to talk about a shot of desperation, shot clock winding down, phenomenal defense, and it just does not matter with him.
Man, he's got guys coming after him, too. I mean, there's not like, it's not setting up in the corner for a 3. He's having to create. He's all over the place. I mean, it's just, man, you got hit. That is impressive.
.6'4", 190 pounds. His first shot of the third quarter comes the 2:52 mark and forces a timeout.
I mean, he played nearly the whole first half, right?
He did play the whole first half.
So his first breather came early in this third quarter. He hasn't been in much. And as soon as he takes his first shot, now he's got 14 points. He's 4 of 9 beyond the arc. Came in shooting 48% for the season.
And it's a big point in this game for Veritas Academy. If they want to continue to stick with Oak Hill, they need to find a way to get him more shots, because what Oak Hill is doing is squeezing the ball out of the middle and forcing the ball onto the perimeter, but they rotate so fast and they play the passing lanes.
Yeah.
There really isn't an inch for anybody. So what ends up having to happen is you have to find ways to free up Urbano off the ball to get him those shots.
Yeah, you got to run through screens. You got to create. Yeah, you're going to have to do things to get him open.
Here's DeMarco Johnson out of the timeout. A triple team comes. He finds Williams along the baseline. And a reset to Johnson. You can see the focus by Veritas Academy trying to force a turnover here, down by 4. Every possession matters. Here's a swipe from behind, and Soley gets taken down.
A heads-up play on defense. This is how you come back in games. We saw it with Bella Vista earlier today.
Caught Mabako sleeping right there, and that's where, if you're one of the Oak Hill teammates, you got to yell, "Wolf, Wolf." That indicates that a player's running up from behind you. On your blind side, nobody did, and Ryan Soley made him pay.
I think he ran to his own teammate there. That's where a lot of the contact came from after the steal. What a heads-up play.
Mabako will check out. Sheikh Batie will come back in. 4-point game, 2:27 to go here in the third. 3 team fouls, by the way, for Oak Hill. Only 1 to give. No fouls so far for Veritas Academy in this half. It's going to be side out here for the Titans. Still developing as a high-level EYBL program, but a win here tonight could really help their resume. Up top, Urbano launching, hitting! A laser-guided 3 from Urbano.
17 points. He's 5 of 10 beyond the arc.
And a turnover. Back to the Titans' possession goes.
What a game. What a game. 1 point. This is how it felt in the first half. Nobody's pulling away. Urbano.
I mean, we brought up Jimmer Fredette in our previous game.
Yeah.
Urbano emulating the great BYU sharpshooter in this game. Triple team comes, feeds into the corner. Hernandez can't hit. Rebound falling to Williams.
Oak Hill sent 2 guys to Urbano on that possession.
Oak Hill moving a little too quickly. They have not been able to cleanly get a possession the last 2 times down the court. There's a foul and one for DeAndre Lindsay, showing off the control.
The control and the strength, absolutely. Look at this. 2 guys hanging all over him. Still able to get the bucket.
So much fun to watch DeAndre Lindsay play. 23rd at his position in the nation. I mean, he has an offer from Tennessee sitting there. Uncommitted, has plenty of options.
Yeah, big schools.
But as a hometown kid from Knoxville, it'll be great to be part of a storied program. Nice feed down low. Here's Asare back out. Right wing triple from Ching Jr. Finds the bottom of the net. His first basket, and it cuts the deficit to 1.
Telling you, nobody's going away here.
DeMarco Johnson. DeAndre Lindsay back to Johnson. Penetrating. Spinning. Turning. Shooting and hitting. Gorgeous play from DeMarco Johnson.
Oh, man, that one just hung on the rim for a while there, but nicely done from Johnson, creating his own shot, the step-back jumper.
Solely to Urbano. You see how quickly they're closing out on him.
Yes.
Solely with 8. To the corner. Hernandez Jr. stutter stop. 8-footer is short. Following his own miss. Finds Solely in a fresh 20. Urbano. No good. And a third opportunity secured by Hernandez Jr. And he gets fouled as the third quarter clock almost expires with 0.3 of a second left. A bailout will send Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. to the line.
Boy, and you know what? We talked about this with Oak Hill earlier. Offensive rebounds, keeping possessions alive. Twice on this possession. And it's a 3-shot sequence to try and tie the game.
Shea Batie with the foul. All 3 of these free throws. Very important. And no fear from Hernandez Jr. on that first effort.
Great call, 2.3 seconds left in the half. Foul, it's like being the end of a shot clock, the end of a quarter, etc.
Technically, you need 0.4 of a second. That's been the unwritten rule of basketball to get a shot off. But we have seen like lobs and tip-ins and all sorts of stuff. But
yeah, if you're just going to do a tip and out, it's going to be full court. But you know, if you're doing let's say an inbounds play beneath your own basket,
there's a reason that Veritas is sending everybody back.
Mm-hmm.
Free throw here can tie things up. How about the poise from the senior? 47-47. And we have a fresh ball game headed into the final quarter of action.
No surprise. No surprise. As good as this game has been, that we are tied with 8 to play. Really awesome stuff. Like this is exactly how this entire game has been. One side trying to pull away, the other one bringing them right back. Urbano has 17 points. He's 5 of 11 shooting beyond the arc. 5 of 11. He came in at 48%. He's 5 of 11. 17 points to lead all scorers in this game. But it hasn't been just him. I'd like Asare, especially good at the defensive end. But he's been some great plays on offense too. I like Solely. These guys have been, they're Hernandez having a great game. Huge game, the senior from Wisconsin. On the other side for Oak Hill, Donovan Williams, Howard Williams, DeAndre Lindsay, DeMarco Johnson. These guys get out. They show strength, but they're also his speed as well. Obako, huge game. It's been fun. 47 apiece.
Jack Cronin, Jonathan Rifkin with you. Our entire crew on hand. Big thanks to our friends here at Bishop's High School for making us accommodated for this fantastic tournament. Of course, all tournaments lead to the grand finale, a 10-team single elimination tournament, the EYBL Scholastic Tournament at Riverview Park Activity Center in North Augusta, South Carolina. Of course, the tournament champion receives that coveted automatic bid to the Chipotle Nationals in Fishers, Indiana in April. It is a soiree of basketball. from March 5th to March 8th, a pool play of games turning into quarterfinal, semifinal, and then championship.
And played just a month before the Masters, which is just across the border in Georgia.
Some might say it's the Masters of Scholastic basketball. It is quite a year that these teams play. They travel all across the country, playing in these coveted high school basketball and Scholastic basketball tournaments. But all roads lead to South Augusta. And then that road could lead to Fishers if you win. All right, 3 quarters down, potentially one more to go.
Oh,
but the way this one's going,
okay,
can't count
all right.
any extracurriculars out. 47-47. Veritas in possession, and the dunk from Asare to begin the quarter. Great find from Hernandez Jr.
Oh, his second big dunk here tonight. Well done, great pass. And he finishes it off.
DeMarco Johnson being denied entry. Feeds it to Howard Williams. Hand in his face. Shot is down. We're going to see the physicality taken up to another level in this quarter. This is a big moment for Veritas. In their first year in the EYBL as they turn it over, their most notable wins are against a couple of other programs, but nobody with the lore of an Oak Hill. Lucas the Sixth, really the most notable program they've beaten this season. Nabako, baseline. With a hand in his face and a chest bump, he's able to muscle it in.
Well, these are none of these shots going to be easy down the stretch here, but that one in particular, well defended, he still got it to go.
Soley, he's had a really nice game. Penetrating, nice jump stop. A triple team comes, he can't finish. Asare's first attempt, no good. Tracked it down for a third opportunity. Hernandez will reset things very smartly. Urbano gets the switch. Howard Williams now on him. Solely baseline. Nice feed into the middle. Hernandez cutting and laying it in.
So impressive. What great ball movement. It starts with Urbano drawing a double team through 2 different screens up top. He's able to funnel the ball inside. Asare the offensive rebound. Hernandez the finish.
Williams clanking a 3 off the iron. Rebound to Ching Jr.
Last possession, they ran Urbano through a double screen twice. See what they do here beyond the arc with them.
Solely commanding the helm. Urbano now on the wing. Nice feed down low. Great play. Just a little too deep for Hernandez. Trying to free up some space in the corner. Driving at Mabako. Turning, shooting. Can't hit it. Rebound to Williams. Gunned all the way up to Johnson. No whistle. Lindsay is there, and there's a whistle on Veritas.
Great job on the offensive glass again. DeAndre Lindsay getting in there.
Foul on Kofi Asare. That's his 3rd foul. Something to keep in mind. Back into the game for Veritas is Samuel Mena. Thing about playing basketball on the coast is it can be a little bit more humid in these gyms, which could lead to some perspiration.
It's true, it's true.
Everything good has a little bit of a caveat to it. If that's the only caveat, I think we're all okay.
By the way, strong fog marine layer overnight tomorrow morning, Jonathan.
Nabako, step back. Great shot. Talking about that marine layer. Good thing none of these guys are hitting baseballs, because that seems to be the problem with the marine layer. 54-51 after Mabako's 3. Oak Hill with that 1 possession lead. Urbano looking to get it back. Kofi kicks it up, but eventually falls to Johnson. Mabako. Penetration. Urbano knocks it away. And a good job by Veritas on the defensive side to get it back. Here's Urbano. Fake. Stutter. A foul.
He's seeing the defense come out to him now. 1, 2, 3 guys charging. There's the first. Here's the help. And somebody's going to be open here. He also draws contact.
TA comes back in for Mabako. you're the defense, look for Urbano to curl around on the inbounds. And actually, he's not. He's waiting for the off ball. Here's Soli, and there's a foul called on Betier.
He just came in. He was holding Hernandez from getting out of the paint.
It's his third foul.
Here it is. Just as he's getting in the lane. And
yep, he's holding Hernandez. Second foul here for Oak Hill. Under 5 to go in the game. Urbano trying to bring his team to a tie. Gives it up, gets it back. And an offensive foul was called. Great job by Williams to take the essential charge and force the turnover.
And it was off the screen. Yeah, so he basically stood exactly as you described, as if he was in the lane taking a charge, only this time it was a hard screen.
Yeah, Mania never really got set. He comes out for Ching Jr. And the towel brass will be called on once again. Been a back and forth affair for much of this evening. At one point, Oak Hill did lead by 8 in that third quarter, and then Veritas brought it all the way back to tie things at 47 after 3. Here's Donovan Williams with his team up by 3, 4.5 to go. Hands it off to Johnson. Trying to find Howard Williams on the perimeter. Donovan Williams stepping into a long 2 off the heel. Rebound to Asari. Hernandez drawing a late whistle and sending himself to the free throw line.
Going right at the defense. 2 guys in the air with him, creating the contact.
Juan Guerrero Hernandez back at the line. Last time we saw him there was 10 the third quarter. Or hit all 3 to tie things up.
Pretty big shots in this game.
What a luxury to have the commander of your team showing such poise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the leadership that you want your team to be surrounded by. Brings this within 1 point. And quickly coming in is Mbako, I believe.
Yeah, he'll come in.
Wasn't sure if they were going to get it off in time, and they do, quickly relieving Betier. Veritas showing full court pressure. Lobbed into Williams. Double comes, but he gives it up to Mbako. Now Johnson. Shedding solely, penetrating into the corner. Contested jumper is in for DeAndre Lindsay, and a quick timeout for Oak Hill and Coach Stoneman. What a shot.
Enormous three-pointer. Lindsay can do it all. He's fought inside. He's gotten layups inside. He's on the glass. And here he pops out for a huge three-pointer in a 1-point game to put Oak Hill up 57-53.
Oak Hill only playing 6 players in this game, which means that tired legs can happen, but you need players to step up in big moments, and DeAndre Lindsay provided that. With 4 minutes to go, it's a 4-point lead, Jack, but Veritas has proven that they can come back, whether they're down by 4, 6, 8 points, it does not matter. They have continued to scrap, claw, and cling their way back into this game.
First of all, it's been fantastic. It's been fun. Really, really fun to watch and be a part of here. This game, it's a 4-point game. To me, it feels like a 1-point game, right? And it was until the three-pointer from Lindsay. Lindsay's great. Look at the numbers coming in. Second in rebounding in the entire circuit. 8 boards a game. He's averaging 12 points a contest, too. But to me, his versatility is something, too. He's got the physical strength and size, but he also has the versatility and the kind of gamesmanship, the desire to go after it both inside and out. It's really impressive.
So after the clutch 3, Whitfield Ching Jr. checks back in for Veritas. Urbano's played every moment of this game. He remains out there. So was Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. Titans in possession, down by 4, under 4 to go. Hernandez Jr. losing the handle, tracked down by Williams. A big turnover up to Betier. Hanging, hitting, and one. Shea Betier giving his team a little bit of a cushion here. Under 4 minutes to go.
Look how fast Oak Hill gets out on the break. It comes out of nowhere. And he's already there to get the free throw on the other side.
And we will step aside. You're watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Eva Mae Fleet Center on the gorgeous campus of the Bishop School in La Jolla, California. Back for free throws in a moment.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh, yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
No regret. No, I will have no regret. All the things that went wrong for us, I have learned
Brisket is back at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
59-53, Veritas trailing Oak Hill Academy. It was 47-47 coming into the fourth quarter. Oak Hill has erupted. They're on a 12-6 run here. And looking for more, Shea Betier is at the line, and he completes an and one to push the lead to 7 now. He'll check out for Ethan Mbako.
Well, all of a sudden, from a 1-point game, you get a three-pointer from Lindsay in the corner, then a quick fast break and one. And it's the largest lead for either side tonight. Just like that.
And Williams swipes it away. He lost it, but it is off Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. And it stays with the Warriors. Howard Williams will be the passer right in front of his own bench. Mbako turning into a three. 10-point lead for Oak Hill, their largest of the evening. And Coach Adon wants to chat.
Wow. That is so fast. It's a 1-point game, like 30 seconds of game time ago. I mean, I think it was at the 4-minute mark we were at a 1-point contest. Mbako with a three, Lindsay with a three, and Chipotle with a and one on a fast break 3-point play. 9 straight points after it was a 1-point game, and all of a sudden it's almost out of hand. This is the first time this has happened tonight, but it's happened so quickly. Wow.
Oak Hill showing the acumen. And again, it hasn't been one person, Mbako and Lindsay and Betier, all three of those guys contributing to the 9-0 run. And then in the first half, we had Donovan Williams and Howard Williams and DeMarco Johnson who were dominating. So it is a collective effort from the 6 players that Coach Stoneman has shown here tonight, coming up in big moments to push the lead to 10.
Man, what a change.
Now, if you're Veritas, it might be time to shift your perspective and your approach a little bit, because they've really been running isolations for Hernandez Jr. and trying to free up Urbano off the ball. I think that latter point needs to continue to persist, but maybe start moving the ball inside a little bit. Get Asari a touch and move around him, or force solely onto the block and really force Oak Hill to open up the perimeter to free up the shooters.
We'll see what if Urbano gets a chance at it.
Here he comes, trying to curl around like Ray Allen, and an offensive foul is called. Samuel Mena picking up another. He was off the ball, trying to set the screen, and turns it into a foul right there. Oh, right there, excuse me. He wrapped up Howard Williams.
Man, so it means that the run continues for Oak Hill. A 9-0 burst here from a 1-point contest to a 10-point game.
Boy, don't skip shoulder day, folks, if you're part of our great maintenance crew.
Yeah, hats off, guys.
We do some post-game stretching to make sure you don't wake up sore from all of the movement. They do a great job in this venue. We'll host 2 more games tomorrow.
That's right.
Back end of our fantastic tournament here at the Bishop School. Earlier tonight, Bella Vista Prep and Wasatch Academy played in a 4-point finish that went Wasatch Academy's way. And then tomorrow, we got 2 more on tap for you.
Yeah, Wasatch and Oak Hill, Bella Vista and Veritas. 10:30, by the way, 10:30 Pacific time, noon Pacific. Early games.
Already got the coffee brewing. All right, out of the break, in possession come the Warriors. A 3 from the corner is no good from Williams, and the rebound tracked down by Hernandez Jr. all the way up to Soley. Through contact, no whistle, can't get the roll. Ball batted around, taken here by Williams. Donovan Williams leading the charge, laying it in. It's an 11-0 run for the Warriors and a timeout taken. Wow.
Again, so fast. This game was not like this until the last 60 seconds.
Lightning quick.
So fast. I mean, literally, Oak Hill can get up the floor. Donovan Williams, DeMarco Johnson. These guys here can move. And then you add some shooters to it. And 1 opportunities, 11-0 run. Wow. I mean, it was a 1-point game a minute and 15 seconds ago. Probably closer than that. I'm just using the 4-minute mark as
I do think that there was a bit of shock factor for Oak Hill coming into the game. I mean, Veritas had their number early. They were exposing some of the defensive mistakes. Urbano got going.
Yeah, I mean, Urbano's a big equalizer, obviously. He has 17 points, 5 of 12 shooting beyond the arc. He had 5 threes. I mean, you're going to keep a team in it.
But he hasn't even been able to take a shot here.
Well, that's a big adjustment. That's a great adjustment from Oak Hill, from Yerrick Snowman and the coaching staff, to make sure there are guys that are pressing out on Urbano.
Samuel Mena back into the game. In possession, playing hot potato with Hernandez Jr. Time of the essence now for Veritas, trailing by 12. 2.5 to go. Urbano kicks to Soley. Fakes right, cuts left. Urbano trying to free up space. Here he is. Swings to Soley, 9 on the clock. Penetrating baseline. Nice feed into the middle where Kofi Asari finishes. A little bit of momentum, good ball movement.
Absolutely. Breaks the 11-0 run. Asari's just fun to watch.
He's been punctuating those possessions. Ibaka crossing the timeline, being hounded into the middle. Johnson feeds, and writing a soliloquy on elevation is Howard Williams. The response by Hernandez Jr. .44 to go in this game. Veritas needs stop and a score real quick. Donovan Williams lobbing it to the corner. Howard Williams, extra pass to Johnson, and he resets.
Great job by Donovan Williams. His eyes were up the entire way, seeing the court.
DeMarco Johnson, Donovan Williams. Into the corner to Mbako, trying to put the nail in the coffin, and he does. Ethan Mbako, his 4-3. Urbano, an answer! Wow. You can't even take a breath before Urbano buries a triple.
Wow, Urbano's got 20 points. He's 6 of 13 beyond the arc. 20 points. And yet can't take away from what Oak Hill has done on this run, this burst in the fourth quarter. But we had a 1-point game, and now 2 minutes later, they're up by 10.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where Veritas certainly can come back here down by 10.
Yeah.
But is the run too little, too late? Should it have happened, a minute and 20 seconds ago instead of here at the minute 15 to minute 10 mark?
I mean, Oak Hill probably has already put the game away, given that 11-0 run that we just talked about. I mean, that's the changing point in this game. Otherwise, we're talking about a back and forth, 2-point game, 3-point game, whatever it was, and then boom, you go on an 11-0 run. The game's probably put out of way. It's just that's how good they are.
But by the way, you can't lay down in any of these games. When you
know.
got games tomorrow,
totally.
Momentum matters, right?
Yeah.
If Veritas loses this game, but they finish on a very strong note, that momentum carries into tomorrow's matchup. So no matter what, you have to do your best to finish strong. You see the great Aaron Bergen in the crowd, known as Full-Time Hoops on social media.
Yes.
The voice, the social media voice of Preps Hoops here in the greater Southern California area. Couldn't make the first game because his son AJ Bergen is a very solid contributor on the Idaho State men's basketball team.
They played here in San Diego against USD earlier this year.
And they're currently in the third place spot in the Big Sky Conference.
Nice.
Trying to be bid stealers. Into action we go with a $110. Johnson moving along the baseline, and there's the foul. I think Soley was holding Howard Williams, and that should be free throws as Veritas is in the bonus.
Here's a look at it.
Yep, wrapped up around that left shoulder.
That is the 15th foul, so yes.
So now Howard Williams will go to the line. Four-star from Chicago. Considered the best player out of the state of Illinois. Offers from Illinois and Northern Illinois. Calmly sinks to first. Just a sophomore, though. Undoubtedly many more offers coming his way as he continues on his basketball journey.
Big break on the glass tonight. On the offensive end, too. I mean, his offensive rebounding tonight is a big key to why they're in front.
Pushes the Oak Hill lead to 12. Miller Zabuda back into the game. We have not seen a lot of him after that first quarter. Soley. Extra pass to Hernandez, lob to Asari, feed into the corner, Soley triple too hard. Ball punched away, tracked down by Hernandez. Another opportunity for Veritas, nice tip down low, and the stuff by Asari. Makes it a 10-point game with 44 and counting. 13 seconds divide the shot clock and the game clock. DeMarco Johnson scurrying across the court and gets it back.
I mean, obviously the game is what it is right now, but Asari's punch out for the rebound, even more impressive than the dunk.
On the left wing is where Howard Williams corrals the ball, and a whistle is blown. That'll be free throws here for the sophomore. So Oak Hill feels it. It was a hard-fought battle, but all it took was an 11-0 run over the better part of 90 seconds to blow this game wide open.
It's incredible. I mean, it really is surprising, given how well these two teams played, that there was this little burst, and all it took, and Oak Hill just pulled away. Really fun game.
No shot clock the rest of the way. Howard Williams just sunk two at the line. Will try and do it again. And Veritas will bring back in Whitfield Ching Jr. Calmly sinks the first. You know, Oak Hill isn't ranked in the top 25 in the ESPN top 25, but they have a real opportunity to re-enter the conversation in this tournament. I think this second half is a really good point of that, and then tomorrow, obviously, with an upset potential against the top 10 team. Offensive rebound by Mbako, and that's how the night's been going for him. Hernandez Jr. launching a long three, and the follow by Asare. Silver lining, he has had a phenomenal evening on the glass and around the rim. Quick foul was going to send Howard Williams, I believe, to the line again.
Boy, man, there's been some really great play. I mean, Asare on one side, Mbako on the other side. Wow. It's been fun.
We've seen a lot of really fantastic big man play across the 4 teams here tonight.
Yeah, but it makes tomorrow now because you've seen these guys multiple times throughout the year and then in this tournament because all the other teams stuck around and watched this game and these teams watched the first game. So they're all kind of doing their own looking around. They all know each other. Boy, it's fun.
Williams trying to split the difference. Seven seconds to go. Urbano will wait. And that will do it. Oak Hill fends off a very difficult Veritas Academy to take game number 2 of the tournament, 76-64. A complete game for a team that only showed 6 players off their roster. But the Titans, they remained poignant. But it just took one moment of this game, one 90-second moment, to change everything.
That's all it was. This was a 2-point game. It was a 1-point game. It was back and forth. One team was ahead. The other team answered. And then an 11-0 run for Oak Hill. That was the difference here. And they did so with less than 4 minutes to go in the entire contest. A perfect time to go on that sprint. And they win the game because of it.
Let's take a look at our Nike player of the game. DeAndre Lindsay. Fantastic evening. 50% shooting from the field, 3 assists, 13 points. Somebody who was pivotal in keeping Oak Hill in the game when they were down early and then igniting that run late.
Such a strong player inside, but he hit a couple outside shots in this one too. Some big threes, especially during that run. That play right there, as strong as you will see. Wow.
What a feed down low to find him from DeMarco Johnson. DeAndre Lindsay will be seen on the hardwood again tomorrow. Urbano is currently on the sideline signing autographs for young fans. Great to see, and a phenomenal showing across the board. Great job by everybody. A huge thanks to our friends here at Bishop's, at Nike, at Chipotle. We got a whole lot more fun coming at you tomorrow starting at 10:30 here in La Jolla in San Diego. But Oak Hill gets the win, 76-64. You've been watching the Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Eva May Fleet Center on the campus of the Bishop School. For Jack Cronin and our entire crew, my name is Jonathan Rifkin, signing off and saying goodnight from La Jolla. We will talk to you tomorrow. Wasatch Academy victors in the first game. And here tonight, it is Oak Hill Academy victors in game number 2. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. We'll speak to you around brunch time tomorrow.